G'day folks, welcome back to Pete's Investing. It's January 2024. This is the silver technical analysis and economic outlook. We're also looking at some ETFs, iShares Silver Trust SLV and First Majestic Silver Core AG. Also just be careful, there is a bullish divergence, but the overall trends for all weekly, daily and hourly timeframes are all bearish at the moment. So first I'll look at the silver price with the weekly, daily and hourly. For those new to the channel, we look at the CCI 400, which is the bottom chart here, which shows us our trend, and that's currently trending down. The CCI 150 generally trends in line with the price chart, and we also look at that as a divergence indicator, and there's no divergence on the weekly at the moment. On the daily, that's also trending down on the CCI 400, and the CCI 150 divergence indicator is showing no signs of divergence at the moment. And on the hourly, we've also got a bearish signal on the CCI 400, but our CCI 150 has shown a couple of bullish divergence in this case. There's one small one back there, and it bounced up, hit our target with a little marked by that little rectangle, and we've got another bullish divergence at the moment still playing out, and we're going to set a target for that to be, let's remove that Fibonacci. Load this up to make it a bit easier to read. So we're going to set up Fibonacci between that low up until that high, and you can see there it's just shy of the 23%. And now immediate short-term target is between the 23 and the 38% level, and it may have already touched that, but we expect it to break through that or into that area as a minimum. Of course, it can go higher. And alternatively, it can also, the divergence can fail. And for the divergence to fail, we need to see the CCI drop lower than that point there. And by that stage, we would have seen the price drop as well. So at the moment, as long as that CCI keeps rising, we expect the price to also rise. So that's where we are on the silver price. Now on the other ETF, we've got iShares Silver Trust, which is the ticker SLV. You can see here on the weekly, it's a bearish signal. Bearish also on the daily, no divergence on the 150, and on the hourly likewise bearish, and we do have a small bullish divergence on the price chart there. You can see there higher lows on the CCI 150 versus pretty much a triple bottom on the price chart. And again, for this to play out, we need to see the CCI continue rising, and also we need to see in terms of a target area, we need to see the price get to a minimum of that 23 to the 38% level, which is there. So we expect to get there as a minimum. Alternatively, it could go higher. And a key point to note is if it breaks higher than the 61%, we may see a reversal of this particular chart. But at the moment, just keep an eye on that if you're trading this. Just be mindful it is in a pretty strong downtrend, the hourly, as well as the weekly and daily. Next, we've got the First Majestic Silver Corp, ticker AG. On the weekly, bearish, pretty strong bearish. You can see there it's currently sitting just touching the 439 support level. On the daily, it's broken down through the moving averages, and that's also approaching this 439 as well on the price, with the CCI 150 moving in line with the price. And on the hourly chart, we're also still declining on the CCI 400, and there is no divergence to talk of. Probably, if you want to mark that as a small divergence, but very hard to read. Let's just blow this up. So you can see there between that point, the CCI is rising versus the same point on the price chart, that's dropping. So that is a bullish divergence. And if it's going to make a target on that one, again, likewise, the 23-38% level would be our target range as a minimum. And I always stress as a minimum. It works about 90% of the time. Don't get too, these can be traded, but I usually use these as an area to get out of a trade in this case, if I'm going short. So if you are trending short, this could be an opportunity to get out of the trade, because this could be a reversal, or it could just be a bit of a retrace, and look for further opportunities to short if you are going this way. Alternatively, if you're going long, just it's the opposite works. Let me just see if I've got any. There was a double bottom here on the CCI 150 versus a declining lower lows on the price, and that eventually broke up. It bounced up off that area a couple of times and eventually broke up. And in this case, if I drew a Fibonacci from that point to that point, you can see there that went as high as and broke, actually landed as high as the 61%, and then it bounced down. Remember I said the 61% is key. It either bounces down from there, or if it breaks through there, it's going to continue higher. So that's where we are on that one. That was a little bullish divergence that worked out quite nicely. So that's where we are on that. Now, also, just to be mindful, we do have a trading idea and trading strategy to consider. So let's look at let's focus on the daily as an example. So if I use in this case, before we go there, we need to understand what are we trading. So if I was going to trade at the daily during that period, I look at the weekly trend, and the weekly trend is in a bearish mode, so I take only short trades. The opposite is true, obviously. So, for example, if I was going to trade on the hourly, I'd be on this area. I'd be taking long trades only during that CCI 400 upward movement on the 1 hour chart. So again, let's go back to the daily, and we're going to take short trades only. So what we're looking at on the daily here, we look at let's first of all draw the zero lag indicator. So again, we're looking at the whole period pretty much, all of 23. Let's focus on all of 23 as an example. So taking only short trades. So that's the zero lag indicator. And what I've got here as well is another little indicator I've mapped out. You can see there, these are all the sell and close signals. So you would potentially sell at each of these points and close it out at that point there. So you sell it when the zero lag 10 indicator drops below the zero lag 20 parameter. You sell it and you close it out when they cross over again. It's hard to see the crossover, but that's what's happening, and that's why I've got these sell close signals. So again, only taking any short trades. There's no long trades, and only trade when the daily is in line with the weekly. So again, taking only short trades during that period. Avoid short trades during that period, even though the weekly is saying overall short. Avoid going short during these long periods. Only take shorts when the short period is showing here on the CCI 400 in line with the weekly chart. Avoid taking trades here. Go short during that period only. Avoid trades. Go short during that period, and so on. So that's where we are with that. Hopefully that was of value to you. Next, we look at the key trends and developments or economic outlook. So I've got demand drivers, and we're looking at industrial use of silver. So there's growing demand for electronics, solar panels, and other industrial applications. There's safe haven appeal for potential increased investment interest as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. Supply factors, global mine production remains steady, but geopolitical tensions in major producing countries could disrupt supply chains. Investment trends, ETF and institutional holdings of silver have seen some consolidation after significant inflows in 2023. Other considerations, volatility potential. So while currently stable, silver prices can be volatile due to various economic and geopolitical factors. Industrial demand growth. Industrial demand will remain a key driver of long-term silver prices. Competition from alternatives. Continued development in alternative materials in key applications could impact silver demand. And investment sentiment. Shifts in investment sentiment towards precious metals can significantly impact silver prices. They're just some of the data sources we've sourced that data from for further information. So again, that's just the silver and ETF price chart analysis with some economic outlook. Again, just be mindful there is a divergence playing out at the moment. Overall, we're in bearish trends across all time frames, so just be careful about going long. Hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.